Hey guys, thank you for tuning in to the 3ichael Show, and I guess this would be episode 7, even though everything preceding this, there hasn't been too much rhyme or reason, but moving forward, it should make more sense. So anyways, let's start off with, today was real life Grand Theft Auto Day, that was for sure. So, if you're from Denver, you're gonna know the areas I'm talking about. If you're not from Denver, that's okay. So, anyways, today I was going eastbound on I-70 and I took the exit to onto Quebec, and sitting at the light, getting ready to make my left, just waiting at the red, and out of nowhere on the shoulder, this white pickup comes flying, and I mean, no radar, but well over 40 miles per hour. And he just spins out in the intersection. I'm like, what the heck is going on? What is this? And then suddenly 7 cop cars come flying right behind him, smash into this dude, and complete spin outs everywhere. I'm like, oh my god. Never seen anything like this besides, in the games of Grand Theft Auto. So they just smash into the back of him, and he still he just drives onto the on-ramp to get back onto the highway and keep going. I'm like, holy crap. And I kind of just sit there for a minute. I got a green light, but I'm just sitting there feeling my soul ripped out, holy shit. So, anyways, yeah, took my time and then made my turn, but that was crazy. Anyways, the next thing that happened today, it's May 1st, 2021, but anyways, I was on this delivery today, and I pull up to this apartment complex, I park, grab the food, and I start walking into the building, and these guys, as I'm going by, they start to argue, and quickly escalate into this fist fight, and this yelling and slamming into windows and stuff. I was like, oh my lord. So, they are literally 6 to 10 feet away from me. I get around the corner, and bang, 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 just gunshots. And, I just hurried up, dropped the food, and found a different exit and got out of there as fast as I could. And it's like, man, and all this is starting not to faze me anymore. I mean, all the chaos. Something that happened a few months ago. Interstates, they normally have 3 lanes on each side. This guy was on the left lane, and this was months ago. And his exit's coming up, last minute. He does a hard right at the last second, cuts across the 3 lanes of traffic, misses the exit, hits a dirt mound, launches like Dukes of Hazzard, and bam, lands on the off-ramp with all these sparks going everywhere, and he just keeps going like nothing happened. So, I'm getting pretty used to this, and I'm not sure which part is really breaking humanity. You can go into the last episode actually, and you'll hear me talk about blaming the internet with the instant gratification. You push a button, food now, push a button, plenty of examples, telepathic text messages, everything, instant gratification, yada yada yada. Or the pandemic and the quarantine and all the tension that's just still kind of building up. So, who knows what the future really has. And with that being said, let's get to the sponsor, and we do have a lot more to talk about today. Anyways, here's just a very brief short story. So, and for it to make sense, you're going to have to listen to the last episode. But I had a delivery at the Aurora Mall today. The mall I grew up at. So, anyways, if you just listened to the last episode, I just took a screenshot, just in case, of the delivery to be sure. Cross paths with the wrong person and all hell can break loose. Been there, done that. So, anyways, now let's move on. So, a few of the deliveries today, and since we are talking about deliveries, in one of my earlier episodes, I talk about independent contracting, Uber Eats, Postmates, DoorDash, Caviar, Amazon Flex, GoPuff, Veho, Blue Crew. There's a lot more. But anyways, if you do decide to go down that path, do not forget to take out 30% and save every receipt. Almost everything is tax deductible, from your gas, from your maintenance. Let's say your car broke down, you bought a new car, you can tax deduct that too. But always take out 30% so you know you can pay your taxes at the end of the year. Some people don't know that, and they're like, oh, this is fun, until tax season comes. So, anyways, now let's move on. On a few of my deliveries today, I went to a few places that some of my old friends worked at like 15 years ago. And this is going to be a twofer story. And let's just take a break from the independent contracting, and we're gonna just turn gears here. Can't even think of the phrase, but so way back 15-ish years ago, 10 to 15, there was a lot going on. Woohoo! So I record these in segments, and I'm gonna get better as I go. So sorry for the hiccups as you listen to these. So roughly, actually it was longer, maybe 17 years ago. No, about 15 years ago. I had a programming teacher, Tom Fox, and he was telling me stories about this one guy who added like 1 million people on MySpace, like overnight. He just ran a script and boom, it happened. Like a fame button, pretty much. Just, hey, fame. So I was like, oh, that's so cool. How do I do that? 2 years later, I figured it out. They actually made a program after that, just called Friend Blaster Pro. And I could add 10,000 people a night. I could send out 10,000 messages a night, which really helped my first band. And Friend Blaster Pro wasn't the only one. I was running custom scripts in Mozilla Firefox through an add-on called Grease Monkey. And anyways, so I could add all these people easy. MySpace died, Facebook came along, and at first I was like, oh, this is going to be easy, until all of them caught on. Facebook, Twitter, So these methods are pretty much extinct, discontinued, null and void, and don't work anymore. But the Facebook one was called Facebook Blaster Pro. So all that stuff was cool, and I'm talking about that because some places I was delivering to today, some of my old friends used to work at. And once upon a time, someone told me, if you chase your dreams, you're going to lose a lot of friends. And I can tell you that's true, because I had these scripts running, and a few people just never believed it. And people I didn't even know, like my friends' friends, would always come to me and be like, hey, you can't be sitting on the computer all day long, you got to be doing other stuff. Which is kind of funny, because when I was running all of these scripts, I wasn't even at my computer. I had to leave it on, but I was off working, I was hanging with friends, I was going to college, I was hanging out with girlfriends. I was like never actually at the computer. But some people are so dense, they just assume and believe things, whatever they want to believe. Oh well, you know. Were they really friends in the first place then, you know? Been saying that phrase a lot. And with that being said, I've my experience in the whole like modding community, because I've never been an advanced hacker, like breaking encryption codes and stuff, but these days rather rusty. But back then, like, I would put Super Mario on PlayStation Portables, or I'd put Twisted Metal on Wii's, and I would just mess around with anything I could to make it do whatever I wanted it to do, pretty much. You know, quote-unquote homebrew hacking iPhones, Androids were always open out of the box, so I never bothered with rooting. PlayStation Portables, and a few other things that aren't coming to mind right now. But it was about 5 years ago, was the last time I really dove into hacking, programming, and all that stuff. In 2016, my computer caught one hell of a virus. It went everywhere. It messed up my desktop files, my document files, just random files everywhere. And it was like, oh my lord. And it's like, Windows wouldn't operate. The actual Windows, like, it would freeze. Or you couldn't grab the Windows, or you'd try to click on a window and just teleport to the other side of the screen. Like, what the heck? It was a very crafty virus malware thing I had going on, Trojan or whatever. Not sure which one, but single-handedly, I went through everything. I went through the registry editor, the group editor. I went through the system files, System 32, and I just traced every single thing I could. And I just deleted or fixed the registry. Sometimes I just had to turn a 1 to a 0 over in the registry editor. But 2016 was probably the last time I ever did anything like that. But that was a very proud moment. So, toot my own horn right there. Because that virus was just terrible. It literally just destroyed my laptop, and I was able to disarm the thing. Just the coding, and it was just a mess. But fixed it. But, however, I don't do that stuff anymore. That was like 5 years ago. So, I don't know. What a waste of a potential career right there, you know? So today's episode was rather short, but thank you for listening. Today we covered some real-life GTA stories from today, minus one from a while back. We covered some hacking stuff that I wanted to talk about for a while, and we covered some tax things that I kind of left out on I'm pretty sure I did. I left out for my original independent contracting podcast. So anyways, guys, thank you. Please support. I greatly appreciate it. The website, michaelambert.com, but make sure you spell it right. 3ichael 7ambert.com. And you'll have links to everything, to the podcasts, to the music, to the art prints, to the clothing line, to the book, Memorandum and a Cruette. You could just find my book, Google. It's literally right there with all the links. Barnes & Noble, Walmart, Amazon, that's just a poetic novel. So I guess I'll be just promoting that for a little bit. And I'm gonna have new music coming. So anyways, guys, appreciate you for listening. And this cast kind of just died down, but hey, stay well, guys.